it's Jamie Blatnick, and it's Director of Strength and Conditioning here at MTSU.
So first, let's start off with just the new additions that are here at the Kevin Byard Strength and Conditioning Center.
We have equipment in here that you're not going to see anywhere else. We have our box jumps, our running box jumps that go up to 70 inches. We're the first school in the country to have those because we need them. Because when I got here in winter last year, our best box jump was 55 inches. Our Ronins went up to 60. Well, by the end of the winter, we had players jumping 70, 62, 65. So we're stacking plates under them. And so I contacted the owner and said, hey, we need higher boxes. And so these ones that you have here, we have 8 of them here, will allow them, right, or allow me to program for them that jump 60 plus inches, right, without having to put plates underneath it. Like, we got the job done. It was very Metroflex fit. Like, you just kind of got it done with what you had. And we definitely got it done with what we had, but now, like, we have what we need. So I'm really excited for the team. They're excited to be in here. It's going to be a good fit. It's going to be a great fit.
Did you see all of the players' reaction today to the facility and to the, especially in here, to the Strength and Conditioning Center? Did you get to witness what they were saying? Yeah,
they were saying, Coach Blatnick's going to have too much fun in here with us. That's what they were saying. Actually, when they came in here, I told them to grab their 2.5s and get a spot on the floor and get ready for their warm-up. It's a trap. You guys saw your sightseeing, it's a trap. No, a lot of them were like, well, what does this do? What does this do? So we're going to actually have a lot of weight room orientation on what we need to do, or like how things are set up, how you put these chains on the bar, how you use jammer arms, how do you adjust the new Ronins, how do you use the super cast, how do you use the back attacks, the inverse leg curls or something new for them. But they're all pieces of equipment that I've picked out that are beneficial, not just for football, but for all sports. So it's going to be a tiny learning curve for them all, but it's going to be a good flow that we can have now a full team lift in here versus 4 groups throughout the day, which is going to be a lot of fun.
And with that, everyone being able to train together, that's obviously going to be able to cultivate a more positive environment so people can lean on each other or push each other to their max limits. And as a coach, that has to be exciting too.
It is. Exciting and a little bit nervous because you're like, okay, we got 115 guys in here to make sure we see them all, But that won't be something that we do on a regular basis just because guys need coaching, right? So you can't, if you got 5 racks, you can't coach them all like you need to coach them. But at the same token, on a Friday when we want to come in here and get a team lift, like energy can be up, everybody can see everybody, and then we can just kind of roll with the flow on that point.
Now, with the whole dynamic of things too, this is going to push the student athletes to their limits. It's going to make them the best versions of themselves though, overall, mentally, physically, emotionally, all the above, to help prepare them, whether they're out on the court, out on the field, all of the above. How is that going to be overall?
In recruiting, when I talk to the athletes, I remind them they're going to spend more time with me than anybody else on staff. Okay, you're going to spend more time with your strength and conditioning coach than anybody else on staff. Okay, so when you're looking at schools and you're, going from here to there, sit down in the weight room. Okay, sit down with the strength and conditioning coach, and make sure it's a good fit. Okay, because our job is to make you the best you can be, and that's going to be tough a lot of times. Make sure the resources are there, and the coaching staff is there. And we'll maximize your potential. At that point, it's back to you. We'll pass the ball back, and you do what you do on the court, on the field, on the track, whatever it may be.
So this is going to be a game changer in a lot of ways, but how do you think specifically this year, even looking maybe to 5 years, how of a direct impact this is going to be on the field?
The lure of it is, like I said, you're going to spend more time in this room right here than any other room. So the lure of it is, I'm going to spend this much time in it, I better enjoy it. Enjoy it, right? You're going to enjoy it, but be able to put more work in, right? It's going to help so much with recruiting. It's going to help so much with player development. It's going to help so much with identifying weak points or deficiencies and addressing them, because now we have the space to do it. So very excited about it.
So you've been a part of many different opportunities, I would say, like Olympic lifts, sprint mechanics, and even corrective exercises for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But with that, what makes this experience in itself different from those?
Well, I guess the biggest difference is where I was at before I was always in the assistant role, right? I had my own performance center. I had my own athletes that I trained out of there. Baseball, football, soccer, wrestling, guys that did very well in their sport. But now it gives me an opportunity to implement the program that I want and the methods that I want, right, for an entire team.
You were talking about earlier how a lot of programs, it makes a difference whenever alumni and donors and other people are buying into it as well. What does it mean to you now that the community of Murfreesboro sees that this needed to be done in order for our student athletes to really buy in to the MTSU way?
Coach Mason's done a really fantastic job of getting our athletes into the community and bringing the community back in with us. And I want to kind of expound on that as we move in this new facility, as people come out for ribbon cutting. But I want to kind of open this thing up and let people come here see it. I want them to understand where we're at, where we're going, what we want to achieve, which is so possible. I mean, it's right there, right? We just got to seize it. The athletes are kind of gripping hold of it. But I want that stadium filled, right? We need to get that stadium filled. And this place has too much legacy, too much pride to not get that done. So I'm really excited to see what we do this year with it, because it's going to be great.
Like, you came in whenever the plans kind of were already set, but you also had maybe some things that you wanted to make sure were added. Yep. What were those things so that you can create the most success for your student athletes?
I just kind of sat back and looked at it and just redid it from the ground up. So went with Sorinex with the racks and majority of the equipment. Not all of the equipment, because I need machines and benches and things that just don't do one purpose, right? So I want things to be able to do multiple purposes, right? We need to be able to do multiple things on it, because the space is great, right? But the more you can do in the space for your athletes and give them what they need, the better they're going to do.
Last question is, you're going to see what we were mentioning earlier, a lot of new personal records set, a lot of transformations in these student athletes' bodies and mentally, and overall just more success for them. How does it feel to play a role in that?
We had 47 individuals that ran over 20 miles per hour. That was laser and GPS time. This is the fastest team I've been a part of. What that tells me is that our methods work. But what they do outside of this, recovery, resting, they're doing it. And this is the first team I've been a part of that we have 2 guys over 23 miles an hour. We've got 6 guys over 22 miles an hour. I think it's 12 or 14 over 21 miles an hour, and then obviously the 20 plus. So for reference, I think when I was at Oklahoma State, I think we had 17 over 20. So what that tells me is yes, it's working. And we're not only is it working, but we're getting it done in a place that's hard to get it done in. Right now we're going to be in a place where it's easier to get it done in the right time frame, because it's recovery, rest, recovery. Do we have room? Are we 6 guys to a rack? Are we 4 guys? So we'll have enough space in here to now really take it up to the next level. And I put in implements in here like our 200-pound dumbbells to give them a goal to shoot for, right? Well, can you press 200-pound dumbbells? I don't know. We never had them. We have 175. I got guys that do that. So we don't know. So can you jump on a 70-inch box? Well, I don't know. We never had a 70-inch box, right? So it's always kind of pushing the envelope, giving them goals, and giving them challenges, and say, okay, let's compete and let's get there. So this really allows us to do that. So I'm really excited about that, and where we go from there, we'll see.